right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And I have an update regarding my ProCharged Shelby GT350. If you guys are unaware, out the loop, I'm currently battling an issue where the ProCharger Crank Support Bolt continuously backs out around 2,500 miles. I have it down to a science. It's the second time this has happened. The first time, a lot of damage was caused. It was really unfortunate. This is what happened. As you guys can see here, like, it's shredded completely. There's nothing on the alternator. Cracked the timing cover right open. That's insane.
Yeah, so I don't know if it shows, but basically that's all.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Wow.
Total carnage.
But got it fixed. The second time it happened, luckily I was able to go ahead and catch it before it destroyed both the supercharger belt, the accessory drive belt, and potentially destroyed the timing cover like what happened previously. The bolt has fully broken off. Now, miraculously, all of the belts are still on the car. The supercharger belt, the accessory drive belt, still in the car, but as you guys can see, the bolt is fully broken off. Now, a couple days ago, I did drop off my car at Pat Built Performance to inspect the damage and to assess if it was worth going ahead and fixing, or if it was time to go toward a different direction. Now, I have good news. The bolt just snapped. There was no other damage, so the car should be operational within the next couple of days. We are waiting on a bolt, actually multiple bolts, because I got a couple of spares. Should be coming in tomorrow, but I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be getting my car back on Friday or if it's gonna have to be the following week, because obviously I don't know when the bolt is gonna come in on Friday. It could be Friday morning, could be Friday afternoon, could be Friday night, or it could not even show up at all. So we're gonna go ahead and put this car, the S650, back on E30, so we are good to go for the weekend in preparation if I do not get the Shelby GT350 back this weekend. Now, with all that being said, we are still going to track down, or at least try to track down, why this bolt is continuously backing out, because I know there's a lot of people on the channel who are interested in figuring out why this is happening. So if they have a Shelby GT350 with a ProCharger Stage 2 kit with a crank support, you know, they can be aware of the issues that could happen, and they could prevent it before it happens and causes damage. As of right now, we don't have an exact reasoning as to why. It's just all speculation. I believe it's backing out due to the voodoo vibrations, because the 5.2 flat plane crank vibrates a lot more than the 5.0 with the cross plane crank. And I believe due to those vibrations, the extra vibrations, and considering the fact that this crank support bolt is literally securing 2 pulleys, 2 belt drive systems, it's a lot that it has to secure. So I'm personally assuming that it's just vibrating too much and it just can't lock it down. But again, that's just what I believe. Hopefully we can go ahead and get this tracked down so I can give you guys, you know, a 100% answer to this problem. We are going to be using some Loctite, and we're actually going to mark the bolt so I can actually go ahead and see, because I check my car like religiously. I check it, you know, I check the oil every 300 miles. I check it every time that, you know, I'm about to go take it out to do some, you know, hits. I check it right after I do hits. You know, I make sure that I am on top of things and I'm paying attention to things, because, you know, it is a Shelby GT350. They're a little bit finicky, and obviously because my car is, you know, not stock, pushing, you know, double the factory horsepower, you know, there's some additional maintenance that you have to do, and that goes with any car, honestly. Even with this car, you know, with a Whipple on it, I'd be checking it. right, let's head to the E85 station. We're gonna put this car back on E30. Don't tell me it's starting to rain, man. I see water on my windshield. Come on now. Sounds. The Gen 4 Coyote, man, it sounds amazing. This is my favorite sounding Coyote, without a doubt. Like, without a doubt. Just an H pipe with the active mufflers, man. Whew. Not too loud, not too quiet. And you can make this thing incredibly quiet with the flip of a switch. Go ahead and pump this corn. All right, ooh, somebody got taxed, 50 bucks. Gah! Now to put the S650 on E30, we're using the app called Race Tools. I've used this before. This is hands down the best app to do this, super easy. So what you want to do is for the pump gas ethanol content here, you want to obviously look up where it is where you're at, but it is going to be 10%. And for the E85 content, E85 at my Sunoco is like E90, but I'm just going to put 85. It doesn't really matter because in all reality, it kind of is better if it's like less than E30 technically. But for the tank size, the S650 Mustangs have a 16-gallon tank, and the target ethanol mix, we are going to be going for 30%. The current fuel, you can see here there's a percentage on the S650s. This is something that I really enjoy about this car. Makes it super easy. All you have to do is go ahead and put the car in accessory mode and go over to drag strip. It's actually going to go ahead and switch it to a percentage. As you can see here, we are at 30% fuel, which is ironic because we need to go on E30. So we're going to put 30% here. And then for your current ethanol mix, obviously because 10% pump gas ethanol, we're gonna put 10, and then we're gonna calculate. So we're going to have to go ahead and pump with 4.27 gallons of E85, 6.9 gallons of pump gas, and that's gonna be giving us the E30 blend. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing right now. We're gonna pump 4.25. I'm not gonna go up to 4.27, not a big deal. Probably gonna be like E29, E28, but you know what I'm saying, better safe than sorry.
A few moments later.
We'll just top this off. I gotta get this car detailed again. I was about to say, that better not be a rock chip, but dude, look at how dirty it is. This is literally from just like, this is like a week worth of driving, bro. Jesus, bro. I'll be driving the hell out this car. It's super fun to drive. Super fun to drive. All right. Gonna drive the car around for like a couple miles. Go ahead and get everything blended up. Put the car in the drag strip. car feels so much better on E30 versus just like straight 93. So much better. There we go. Let's say whatever you do the mix, I always recommend just like driving around for like a couple miles just to make sure everything good. AFR should be around like 13.8, 14 on this blend. Which is where it's at. Whew. It's insane because like I honestly feel, well, we got a cop up there too. Jesus, he's in like a sleeper car too. You can't even tell that was a cop. I honestly feel that the S650 on the E30 blend is like on par with my old white 2 valve, which is insane because the old white 2 valve literally was gutted on a tire, you know, Vortex supercharged, moon boost for a stock bottom end, and this is like a fully stock car with just, you know, an E30 blend. Obviously we're talking about 20 plus years of R&D going into this car, but it just goes to show you how far Mustangs have come, man. The fact that, you know, a supercharged, weight reduced new edge, you know, is on par with a brand new Mustang, still a manual, with just a blend only on stock wheels and tires. It's insane, dude. It's insane. I love this car, man. I really do. I know a lot of people like love to hate on the S650s, but at the same time, like, everybody hated on the S550s as well when they first came out, because I didn't like the S550s as well, and now it's just, it's literally like my favorite year, like one of my favorite years, 100%. And I feel like everybody loves the S550s, like it's the go-to year. Like everything is considered a dud except, you know, a 10-speed nowadays. So I think in due time, when tuning is available, if it's ever available for this platform, these are gonna be, you know, really potent. And it's crazy because like technically like tuning don't even really need to be available technically, because the cars are already going so far with just like the Whipple tunes and whatnot. Hopefully we have some space to do a little hit just to make sure everything good further up down the road, but if not, all good. It is like rush hour right now technically, so we might not have any room, but hopefully we got some room.
One eternity later.
All right, hopefully we have some space up here. We should. All these cars are probably gonna merge. In theory. Pops way less when it's on the blend, but that's obvious. Shelby GT350 the same way when it was on 93. Woo! I take that back and it just popped. Woo! Spun a little bit right there. I'm telling this thing is a different animal on the blend. Woo! It spun a little bit right there. This thing is a different animal on the blend, man. Dude, it hits so much different. I'm telling y'all, man, once you put that blend, you can't go back to 93. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna go out and do pulls, you know, if you're gonna go out and give the car the beans, once you get a taste of that E30 blend, oh my God. The car, I mean, it's not like, don't get me wrong, it isn't fast, but I think just, it's fun because it's got Linglong tires on it, so like when you actually do an acceleration, it spins, but it's like, you know, a controllable spin. You know what I'm saying? That's fun. But it's bad if you're trying to go race the car. Like I have to do wheels and tires before I put headers on this car. Because it's not gonna hook up at all with headers, bro. It should give it like 30 horsepower. Another pop. I'm gonna see if it does it from a 50. It probably doesn't. The RPMs are lowered, but man, this car is so fun. It's so fun, man. It's just so fun doing pulls in here. Old temp is 239. Time to let it cool down. Nah, we good, but man, this thing is so fun, bro. It's 85 out, man. It's starting to get warm out here in Houston. IATs are 94. I still got the carbon traps in here too. To be honest with you, I'm probably just gonna, I'm not even gonna take them out. I'm just gonna leave them in until like I do headers and stuff like that. There's no point. I'll just leave them in until I do headers. Cause I kind of want to get the data, like the draggy it with like headers with carbon traps and headers without. I think that'd be interesting. It should pick up a couple tenths removed. But right now, there's no point, dude. This E30 blend is enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with these tires on the Linglongs, man, it's just fun just chirping them. Oh shit! I'm about to get new wheels and tires still soon though, because these tires, man, shit, they've went through rain, snow, and now they're getting abused. But